Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Enjoy English learning. Here, we make learning English fun and exciting.
Last weekend, my family had an unforgettable dinner at my uncle's grand house in California. My uncle's house is not just a home, it's almost like a mansion. Located on the outskirts of the city, it is surrounded by tall trees, a wide garden, and a view of the ocean in the distance. It feels like stepping into a dream every time I visit. The house itself has this modern yet cozy design, with huge glass windows that let in sunlight during the day and give a magical view of the stars at night. The dining room is the heart of the house, with a long wooden table that could easily seat 20 people. A crystal chandelier hangs above the table, giving it a luxurious and elegant touch. This dinner wasn't just an ordinary gathering. It was a celebration of family, love, and life. Almost everyone in my joint family attended: my grandparents, uncles, aunts, cousins, and even a few family friends. My grandparents had flown in from another state just for this occasion, and their presence made it even more special. We started the evening by gathering in the spacious living room. It felt alive with chatter and laughter as everyone caught up with each other. The kids, including my younger cousins, were running around, playing hide and seek behind the grand sofas and curtains. My uncle's Labrador, Max, was chasing after them, wagging his tail and barking playfully. The adults, meanwhile, settled down on the comfortable couches with drinks in hand. My uncle, being an excellent host, made sure everyone was relaxed and happy. He had even hired a small team of chefs to prepare a feast for us. As we chatted, the aroma of roasted herbs, spices, and freshly baked bread started to fill the air, making us all excited for dinner. My grandfather, who loves storytelling, began sharing one of his favorite memories from his youth. He talked about how, as a young man, he once got lost in the mountains during a camping trip. The way he described his adventure, with funny details about how he survived on just berries and water for a day, had everyone laughing. Even though I'd heard the story before, it never got old. Finally, the dinner was announced, and we all moved to the dining area. The table was a sight to behold. It was decorated beautifully with fresh flowers, silver cutlery, and golden candles that gave the room a warm glow. The chefs had laid out a buffet-style spread on the side, so we could choose whatever we liked. The food was beyond amazing. There was something for everyone: juicy roasted chicken, grilled salmon, creamy mashed potatoes, buttered vegetables, pasta in white sauce, and an assortment of fresh salads. For those who preferred something traditional, there was a dish inspired by our family recipes: a rich lamb curry served with soft, fluffy bread. The dessert table was equally impressive, with chocolate mousse, fruit tarts, vanilla cupcakes, and a towering red velvet cake as the centerpiece. It felt like a royal feast, and everyone couldn't stop praising the food. As we started eating, the conversations flowed naturally. My cousin David shared some exciting news about his new job at a big tech company in San Francisco. He talked about how challenging yet rewarding it was to work there. My aunt, who had recently returned from a vacation in Europe, told us about her adventures in Paris and Rome. She described the Eiffel Tower lit up at night and how she tasted the best gelato in Italy. The kids, meanwhile, were busy enjoying their food and whispering plans for what game to play next. My younger cousin Emma accidentally spilled some juice on the table, but instead of getting upset, my uncle just laughed and helped her clean it up. That's the kind of family we are, easygoing and supportive of each other. After everyone had finished eating, we moved outside to the backyard. My uncle's backyard is like a mini paradise, with a large pool, fairy lights strung across the trees, and a fire pit in the center. The chefs had also set up a small snack bar with marshmallows, hot chocolate, and freshly popped popcorn for us to enjoy. The kids were the first to gather around the fire pit, roasting marshmallows on long sticks. The rest of us sat on the cozy chairs and couches arranged in a circle, enjoying the cool evening breeze. My grandmother, who is known for her wise advice, shared a few heartfelt words about the importance of family and how moments like these are what truly matter in life. Her words touched everyone, and for a moment, there was a peaceful silence as we reflected on her wisdom. Then my uncle brought out his guitar, and the atmosphere turned lively again. He played a few classic songs, and we all joined in, singing along. Some of the kids even danced around the fire pit, their laughter echoing into the night. One of the most memorable moments of the evening was when my aunt brought out an old photo album. She had found it while cleaning her attic and thought it would be fun to show it to everyone. The album was filled with pictures of our family from years ago, some from when my grandparents were young, others from family trips, and even a few embarrassing childhood photos of the cousins. We laughed so much looking at those pictures and teasing each other about how we used to look. My cousin Sarah couldn't stop laughing at a picture of me wearing a bright yellow outfit as a toddler. I tried to defend myself, saying it was my mom's choice, but everyone just laughed harder. As the night went on, the conversations became more relaxed. Some of us shared our dreams and goals, while others talked about their favorite memories with the family. It was a time of bonding, where we felt truly connected to each other. By the time we decided to call it a night, it was almost midnight. But no one seemed to mind the time, we were all too happy and content. Before leaving, we took a big family photo in the backyard. My uncle set up a camera on a tripod, and we all squeezed in together, smiling and laughing as the camera clicked. As I lay in bed that night, I couldn't help but think about how lucky I am to be part of such a loving and supportive family. Dinners like these remind me of the importance of cherishing the people in our lives and making time for them. It wasn't just a meal, it was a celebration of togetherness, and I'll treasure that night forever. After everyone took the family photo, no one was quite ready to leave the moment behind. My grandparents, who usually retire early, stayed longer, sitting in the cozy living room with a cup of tea. They shared stories about their younger days and how they built this beautiful family. My grandfather, in his calm voice, reminded us of the importance of sticking together through thick and thin. My uncle, always the gracious host, insisted that everyone stay a little longer. He brought out a collection of board games and suggested we play a round of Monopoly. The idea instantly energized everyone, especially the kids, who loved the competitive fun. Soon, we divided into teams, and the game began. As the clock ticked past midnight, the little ones began to get sleepy. My younger cousin Emma, who had been running around all evening, finally dozed off on the couch with Max, the dog, curled up next to her. My grandmother picked up a blanket and gently covered her, smiling at the peaceful sight. Before long, people began gathering their things to head home. But before they left, my uncle surprised everyone by handing out small gift bags. Inside were tiny mementos, a framed photo of our family, a jar of homemade cookies, and a handwritten note thanking everyone for coming. It was such a thoughtful gesture, and it made the night feel even more special. As we hugged each other goodbye, there was a sense of deep gratitude in the air. It wasn't just about the food or the luxury of the house, it was about the time we spent together, the stories we shared, and the memories we created. That night, when I finally got home and climbed into bed, I couldn't stop smiling. I replayed the entire evening in my mind, the delicious food, the laughter, the games, and the heartfelt moments. It reminded me of how lucky I am to have a family that values togetherness above all else. Even now, I feel that same warmth when I think about that dinner. It wasn't just a gathering, it was a celebration of everything that makes our family unique and wonderful. I'm already looking forward to the next time we can all come together like that again.